Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Gaming. I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to tell you if this game is worth your time and bandwidth. Today's game is Fallout 3. Bethesda bought and revived Fallout way back in 2008. Is this first in their reboot series worth playing today? Fallout 3 was released on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC, and you can still play it through PlayStation Plus's streaming, or it is available backwards compatible on Xbox Game Pass. It is worth pointing out that the PC version on Steam is currently borked, and you will need to mod it to actually play it. Bethesda did not fix it, and the game takes around 20 to 100 hours to beat depending on how much of it you want to explore. So what exactly is Fallout 3? Well, it's an open world RPG set in a post-apocalyptic Washington DC that has been ravaged by nuclear war. You play as the Vault Dweller, raised in an underground bunker to save humanity from nuclear war. However, your father, Liam Neeson, not wanting to get taken, busts out of the vault and you follow behind into the wastelands beyond. Now you need to survive this blasted blight, following your father and aiding in his quest to de-radiate the water in the capital wasteland. Fallout 3 plays similarly to other Bethesda open world RPGs in that the world is massive and littered with side quests to explore, with the handcraftedness of these various locations varying. As you play, you'll level up and can allocate points into a variety of different skill sets, ranging from gun type, speech, barter, repair, and so on. The higher stats with these skills, the better you are at shooting guns, bartering in shops, repairing your gear, and so on. Combat is done with first-person gunplay or melee, with a revision to the previous game's VAT system. VAT essentially lets you stop time and then target specific enemy body parts, with a percent chance to hit based on your accuracy, distance, perks, etc. While hitting the head might do the most damage, it's often the smaller target. So instead, you might want to be more strategic and target their weapon arm to make them drop their gun, for example. The amount of shots you have in VATS is dependent on your AP, which is governed by Fallout's classic special stats. Special being strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. You set these at the start of the game and they'll guide your build as you progress. Of course, the world has a massive amount of side quests and content to embark on should you wish. The karma system will benefit or punish you based on the good or bad decisions along the way. There's certainly a lot more to Fallout 3, but that's the general gist. It's an open world post-apocalyptic RPG with a focus on VATS gunplay, character building, and exploration. So what do I like about Fallout 3? Well, the new VATS is fun and exciting to use, turning what might have just been a first-person shooter into a more tactical experience as you prioritize different body parts based on the situation. Additionally, the world is absolutely massive, with tons of interesting things to explore and surprises to uncover. And lastly, the aesthetic falls well in line with the Fallout's destroyed nuclear 1950s vibe, combined with the DC area leads to some great reimaginings of real-life locations. When it comes to the bad, combat outside of VATS is really lackluster, with accuracy being completely dependent on stats rather than where you're actually aiming, leading to some massively frustrating firefights. Additionally, the RPG elements are very lackluster when compared to previous games, with perks in particular basically just granting more points to various skills, and speech being the only stat that can have any influence over anything, and it's still based on dumb luck. And lastly, the morality system feels really out of place in the world of Fallout, as the games previously have thrived on being morally gray. That means that having clear good and bad choices pop up every decision you make dilutes the entire concept of making right choices for the wrong reasons, etc. Not a great fit. As you know, I rate games here on a 3-point scale: must play, maybe consider, don't bother. I am going to say Fallout 3 is a maybe consider, but I was honestly considering giving this game a don't bother. Let me explain why. If you enjoy Fallout for its RPG elements, then New Vegas is the vastly superior game. If you instead want a more shooty, action-oriented RPG, then Fallout 4 is the vastly superior game. Fallout 3 at this point in time has been completely outdone by its successors in nearly every way. It's still a completely passable experience, and you might enjoy the capital wasteland better than other locations, but if you've played either of its two immediate sequels, you will find it is difficult to head right back into that capital wasteland. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think about Fallout 3? Have you played it? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Regardless, please let me know in the comments, and then go out there and enjoy Fallout 3.